Michael Joseph Jackson was born on August 29, 1958, in Gary, Indiana. Under his father's encouragement, Jackson's career in music began at the age of 5. Jackson's mother, Katherine Jackson, was a homemaker and a devout Jehovah's Witness. His father, Joseph Jackson, had been a guitarist who put aside his musical aspirations to provide for his family as a crane operator. Behind the scenes, Joseph pushed his sons to succeed. He was also reportedly known to become violent with them. Jackson was one of 10 children, 9 Jackson siblings, including Reby, Jackie, Tito, Jermaine, Latoya, Marlon, Randy, and Janet, all made marks in the music industry. Joseph believed his sons had talent and molded them into a musical group in the early 1960s that would later become known as the Jackson 5. Michael Jackson was a multi-talented musical entertainer who enjoyed a chart-topping career both with the Jackson 5 and as a solo artist. He released one of the best-selling albums in history, Thriller, in 1982, and had other #1 hits on Bad and Off the Wall. Their first album, Diana Ross Presents the Jackson 5, hit the charts in December 1969, with its single, I Want You Back, reaching #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart shortly afterward. More chart-topping singles quickly followed, such as ABC, The Love You Save and I'll Be There. For several years, Jackson and the Jackson 5 maintained a busy tour and recording schedule, under the supervision of Gordy and his Motown staff. The group became so popular that they even had their own self-titled cartoon show, which ran from 1971 to 1972. At the same time, Jackson launched his solo career. Now calling themselves the Jacksons, the group signed a new recording deal with Epic Records. By the release of their third album for the label, 1978's Destiny, the brothers had emerged as talented songwriters. In 1983, Jackson embarked on his final tour with his brothers to support the album Victory. The one major hit from the recording was Jackson's duet with Mick Jagger, State of Shock. Songs and albums. Got to Be There, 1971. At the age of 13, Jackson launched a solo career in addition to his work with the Jackson 5, making the charts in 1971 with Got to Be There, from the album of the same name. Ben, 1972. Jackson's 1972 album, Ben, featured the eponymous ballad about a rat. The song became Jackson's first solo #1 single. Music and Me, 1973. Jackson's third solo album, Music and Me, was his least successful. Forever, Michael, 1975. This fourth solo album for Jackson was his last with Motown Records. Off the Wall, 1979. An infectious blend of pop and funk, Jackson wowed the music world with 1979's Off the Wall, which featured the Grammy Award-winning single Don't Stop Till You Get Enough, along with such hits as Rock With You, She's Out of My Life and the title track. Thriller, 1982. Released in 1982, Jackson's sixth solo album Thriller is the best-selling album in history, generating 7 top 10 hits. The album stayed on the charts for 80 weeks, holding the #1 spot for 37 weeks. Wives and Children. In August 1994, Jackson announced that he had married Lisa Marie Presley, daughter of rock icon Elvis Presley. The couple gave a joint television interview with Diane Sawyer, but the union proved to be short-lived. They divorced in 1996. Some thought that the marriage was a publicity ploy to restore Jackson's image after child molestation allegations. Jackson was badly injured while filming a commercial for PepsiCo in 1984, suffering burns to his face and scalp. At the top of his game creatively and commercially, Jackson had signed a $5 million endorsement deal with the soda giant the previous year. Jackson had surgery to repair his injuries and is believed to have begun experimenting with plastic surgery around this time. His face, especially his nose, would become dramatically altered in the coming years. Jackson died on June 25, 2009, at the age of 50 after suffering a cardiac arrest in his Los Angeles home. The Jackson family held a private funeral on September 3, 2009, at the Forest Lawn Memorial Park in Glendale, California, for immediate family members and 200 guests.